Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be mid-April messages for the sign of Leo. What's going on, Leo? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Leo, shuffled ahead of time. That's your main spread there. What I'm going to do now is shuffle for your outcome and your overall energy. Once all the cards are out and they're lying face up on the table, that is when the reading begins. Timestamp for that is going to be in the description box below. Feel free to jump ahead if you want to. Also down there is the information you need if you want to get a personal reading with me. Boy, currently the price is $25 for a reading with me, which gives you about 40-45 minutes worth of a reading. But that price will be going up in June. So in interest of saving you money, I suggest you book that private reading soon before the prices go up. That way, you know, yeah, you just don't have to pay as much. Anything else? Oh, in the pre-shuffle, we did get the Emperor and the Empress. So a dynamic duo perhaps is important to some of you, but I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get the outcome for mid-April for you guys, all right? Leo's outcome in mid-April, excuse me. Leo's outcome for mid-April 2019, please. Leo's outcome for mid-April 2019. Whoa. Wow. Oh, no, Leo, no. Yikes. Yikesy. Let's see what we got here. Boy. Well, let's get into this. Let's get it over with, huh? Let's just do it. Show me Leo's prominent energy in mid-April 2019. Leo's prominent energy in mid-April, please. Okay, thank you. Woo. All right, coming into mid-April, April, Leo, we have the Ten of Swords. Well, listen. What are we going to do, Leo? What are we going to do? Feeling betrayed, feeling backstabbed, feeling disappointed, feeling somehow dejected or rejected or left for dead is normally what we get with the Ten of Swords. And I'm going to say that's probably here for most of you. You're feeling all of those ways or some of those ways. And I feel for you, Leo, it's kind of like par for the course. Like, what else was I expecting? You know, not to say that you're a Debbie Downer, not to say that you're a negative Nancy or anything like that, but I feel that whatever the situation is that we're talking about today, I think that you've kind of expected it to go this way, or whatever you've learned or experienced recently, you were just like, well, here comes that 10th sword in my back, and boom, we're done. You know, and that's also, so the caveat here or the benefit here is that, yes, it's the 10 of Swords. We've reached a culmination point with this energy, okay? So you're at the end of your rope with something. You're at the end of the line with something. You're about to draw a line in the sand and be done with something. Because, you know, Leo, I feel you've experienced this energy more often or more times than you care to admit, more times than you care to remember. And it's kind of like, listen, fuck all that. I'm finished. All right, we're going to get somewhere today because I'm feeling it come out. It's just like, listen, I've had to deal with you, or I've had to deal with this situation, or whatever we're talking about. And here I go again on this train of being betrayed, or on this track of feeling as if someone has stabbed me in the back, someone has left me for dead, someone or something has really hurt me, and I'm tired of being hurt. And that's what, okay, so this is what I'm channeling. It's not... It's like being too through, completely over having to go through this process again. This has happened to you before, like I said, so many times. You've lost count. And, you know, Leo, big hearts, very caring, very loyal, all that good stuff. you know, everything that's a virtue to any zodiac sign is also, for lack of a better word, a weakness or a part of you that can be exploited by other people or taken advantage of by other people. Okay, so that's how I mean it. So I feel that many of you are recognizing that some aspect of you, some virtue of you has led to this again. Your big heart, your compassion, your willingness to compromise, or your willingness to, you know, place others' needs before you. However many times, in what combination, by what people or what circumstances, you've been down this road before. And it's weird. It's like the same wound or the same injury keeps happening to you, that you're like strangely almost numb to it. And what you're really left with is more the annoyance than the actual heartbreak or betrayal or feeling as if people have, you know, set out to sabotage you or set out to harm you. That is whatever. That part is whatever. The part that's annoying you is that it happened again. So for some of you, you've put your trust in someone that you shouldn't have put your trust in. Like, you have previous experience with that person and you should have known better. Or some of you trusted someone too quickly and they did or said things that have led to this. Regardless, we're at the 10, meaning it's the worst is over, right? The most painful part has come and gone. And again, because it's the same injury, the same wound that you've experienced before, it's kind of like you don't even notice. You don't even notice that you experienced this. You're more upset that it happened again. Like, I hope you understand what I'm saying. So, yikes. So this is it. This is a breaking point for you guys. This is a breaking point for you guys. Yep. I feel, Leo, either it's circumstantially coming into your life, or you're about to be in your power to wreck some shit. Tower card above this starting position. Secondary card of Aries, sometimes also associated with Scorpio. So you might have an Aries or a Scorpio of significance in your life, but you don't have to. But it's this willfulness. I feel you willfully are changing your circumstances. For good or worse, it doesn't matter. Like, I feel a destructive energy, but it might not manifest in a destructive way. Like, the Tower, we normally say, or we normally think of it as a faulty structure is brought crashing down, like demolition style. Like, set off the charges, watch the building implode, upload the video to the local news, you know, something like that. But I'm not feeling it's going to come out that way for most of you. Most of you are going to have this calm as Tower moments can be, but that's what you're going to have. Other people might not even know that it has happened, but you'll know. And you are, because of this, because you've gone down this road before, you've had it. And you're just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not doing that again. I'm not experiencing this again. And I'm changing my circumstances. I'm changing my point of view. I'm changing something. And that's the point of the Tower, is like sudden change, sometimes willful change, sometimes, you know, universally or divinely orchestrated change. But the change is there and it happens quick, almost overnight. Flipping of a switch, unplug something, plug something in, whatever. That's how quickly we change when a Tower moment hits. And I feel for some of you, this is a behavior or a landscape thing. What do I mean by landscape? I mean the decor of your space, the decor of your life. So some of you might be moving. Some of you might be doing some spring cleaning, throwing out shit in your house that no longer serves you, that no longer fits your lifestyle, that no longer represents you, or represents things that you no longer want in your life, okay? Changing your behavior, changing your habits, whatever. I'm also getting cleaning house in terms of people. So if this Ten of Swords has been put on you by a person or people, I'm getting it's more like people, like family and friends, okay? If these people have treated you a certain way that has led to this, you're done with them. If you have allowed yourself to be treated by certain people, and that's the thing, Leo, you because you've been down this block so many times, you're wise to the game now. So if it's people actively treating you a certain way, oh, it's easy, cut them out. Easily, they're done. If you have allowed them in, invited them in, allowed them passage into your life, allowed them to be present and to bring whatever they bring to you that is not helpful, that is not healthy but harmful, you then have to cut yourself away from them. Does that make sense? Like, I hope you get it. Like, you're not blaming people. That's the thing. Whether they actively have hurt you or actively have done whatever to cause you to be in this Ten of Swords, or you have allowed yourself, co-sign to that energy, co-sign to that result. However you view it, you know the deal. You know what's up. So you're done. Tower, take it out. You take it out. You ask the universe or God to take it out. You just change it all up. No more of this. I've had enough of that. I don't want this anymore. Willful. I don't want it anymore. And so, let's get to trimming. Let's get to cutting some shit. Okay? Now, and this, okay, I have to say that. This might be a little reactionary. I'm going to say that. Some of you have thought about it and it's more of a response. It's more you've considered your options. You've tried different avenues as far in terms of like relationships with people. You've tried to work things out. They were not receptive. They were not responsive. So you're just like, okay, what else can I do? I've asked you to do this in my life. I've asked you to be this way with me. And someone like just blanks you, just says, no, I'm not going to do that. Or doesn't say anything, or, agrees, but then reneges. You know what I mean? You've thought about it. A group of you have thought about it. And now you're just like, I have no other option. I have to go this drastic cut them off route, or I have to go this drastic, change my life, maybe change my address, get up and actually leave a situation, leave an environment, whatever. Others of you, it's reactionary. For those where it's reactionary, I would caution you to do it. I would caution you on how you do it, okay? Because, when we are upset as human beings, we are all privy, or we are all subject to saying and doing things that we regret, or things that we can't take back, right? So if you have recently felt this, not to say that you have to stew in it, not to say that you have to suffer longer in order to have a better outcome, or no, you do what you want. It's your life. But I feel there's a group who are having reactions to experiencing the Ten of Swords again. Angry. Like, furious. Okay? You're in your right to feel how you want to feel and act how you want to act. But I personally, in my journey, in my life, what I'm learning about is better to have responses than reactions. So you can do what you want, but I felt really compelled to talk to those two groups. Okay. Now, what all is happening, or why this is happening, I think is here. I think you've been dealing with someone or people or just energy in your life that has been in this impasse. Yes. And you're just like, fuck all that. That's three F-bombs. So you guys are fired up. I understand. So Leo, you've been dealing with a person or energy that has just been combative and stuck. And you're just like, no, that doesn't work for me. Stuck with this Knight of Pentacles. Now I should be fair. The Knight of Pentacles, as you can see, is actually giving you some semblance of movement, some progress, like this kid is literally mowing the pentacle lawn or whatever. He's not running, he's not riding a bike, he's not on horseback, he's not doing, if you're mowing the lawn, it's going to be a minute. I don't give a damn how big your lawn is. It's not a quick process. So whoever this is, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, does not have to be, but there is this earth earth element influence over this person, where slow, methodical, patient, almost too patient, or perhaps over analytical, perhaps scared. Okay, I'm getting that, where someone might be wanting to make progress or saying they're making progress, but you're looking at your watch, you're watching the minutes clock or tick by, and from your perspective, they haven't done shit. Fear, caution, uncertainty, needing more detail, needing this, needing that. Like, a lot of needs come in with the earth energy right now. In order to do this, they need that. So some type of conditional thing between you and another person, or you and other people. And you're just like, what? As a Leo, as a fire sign, it's not that you're better, it's not that you are smarter or you're better equipped for something. It's just more of we've been going around this damn mulberry bush forever. We've been on this merry-go-round, this freaking Ferris wheel forever. Are we going to do this? Are we going to move forward or not? Business relationship, family relationship, romantic relationship, school, I don't give a damn. But there is this idea for you, Leo, that someone is not moving fast enough. You've given them plenty of time. You've given them ample opportunity to meet you halfway, to give you clarity, or to respond, or do whatever. And they won't do it. For whatever reason. And their reason is valid. As agitated as I sound, that's a channeling for you. They are valid. They're a human being. They have their own shit. Let them be how they're going to be. But your reaction or your response to that, whichever way it is, a reaction or response to that is, fuck it. I've had enough. I can't. I simply cannot. And being that this Knight of Pentacles is right across from that tower, because you're still not seeing them move any closer towards the goal, any closer towards what you both agreed upon, or what you want to see done, or what you're hoping they will be interested in, whatever we're talking about. This is for everybody. So this is family, this is work, this is romance. I don't give a damn. Everybody is getting a little bit of this. You have not seen enough progress. You're watching from the tower. Like, if you're that woman on top of that nasty ass cake, you're looking at this guy or this girl or whoever this is, and you're just like, they're still out there mowing that fucking lawn. They've been mowing that thing for 2 months now. I've given them 2 months to finish this. I've given them 2 months to make a decision. I've given them this. I've given. Or I've asked. Or I have, tried to negotiate something. And it's not coming through. There is progress. You might not be able to see it. Let me go back to that real quick. From the outside looking in, doesn't look like this person's doing much. From their perspective, they're doing something. They're thinking, they're planning, they're plotting, they're weighing decisions, they're looking over details. They are making moves the way they want to. It's just not acceptable to you right now. You just cannot take it. So, in comes the tower. And Leo says, you know what? Forget it. Clear the table. Knock all this shit off. Like a cat. You've seen all those videos, or you're the you're the owner of a cat. You know how cats are. Walking along, see something that's not acceptable, bat it away. Okay. And go about your business. Saunter away, little kitty cat. Okay? That's what I feel you're doing with this person or with these people. Again, it doesn't have to be one person. I feel that this is like an energetic thing. If Leo, again, in a response or a reaction to being disappointed, feeling hurt, betrayed, stabbed in the back, feeling taken advantage of, whatever you're feeling in that 10 of Swords, you've done it enough times to last you 50 million lifetimes. You've had it. So because of that, anybody, your mom, your grandma, your I don't care who it is, okay? If they don't step up, show you something. I've had it. Let me bust out these scissors. Let me bring in my dynamite, because I'm about to blow this whole thing up. Your choice, you can do that. Now, the other element that is bothering you, which can be linked to the Knight of Pentacles, is this combative Five of Wands energy. Five of Wands is about spats, it's about disagreements, it's about having, you know, competition and things like that. It's about, you know, rivalry almost. So if someone has you in a game of rivalry, in a game of competition, and you don't want to be, like some people are demanding that you show them more, and you're like, bitch, I done showed you everything. I'm fired up for you guys. I'm sorry. Sorry if you're offended, but I'm going to assume most Leos are not offended by this. But anyway, so you're just like, what? You want more? You want me to do what? No. I'm not doing that. Or you're seeing people around you wrapped up in some drama, and you're just like, I'm not here for that either. So it's going two ways. Either people are pulling you into or trying to get you into some type of competition that you don't want to be in, having to prove yourself, having to be argumentative or combative in order to prove something to them or pass some type of test. Bullshit. I'm not doing that. Or you're watching other people get wrapped up in their drama instead of getting on with the business. That's the point of the Five of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles together. Maybe this Knight of Pentacles, he might be moving slow as hell doing that lawn, but he certainly has time to engage in some petty bullshit argument on Twitter or something like that. And you're just like, where are your priorities, sir or madam? We have other business to attend to. You're over there, you know, your thumbs are going 100 miles a minute because you're in a Twitter battle or a Twitter feud with somebody. Like, get your shit together. You know? Because that's the thing about the Five of Wands. It's petty. It's not really substantial. It doesn't warrant much energy and effort to get over it or to stop it. But someone persists. And that's the thing about the Knight of Pentacles. They persist. They continue on whatever route that they're on. So somebody is in some petty shit and they won't leave it. And you're like, listen, we got bigger fish to fry here. Leave all that petty crap alone. Let's get on with the big stuff. And they're like, but somebody said that Beyonce. And it's just like, are you seriously arguing with people on social media about what the fuck Beyonce does? I'm asking you to handle stuff in the real world, champ. Are you in or are you out? That's girl and guy. That's what this is. Are you in or are you out? And somebody from your perspective in the Tower and from your perspective in the Ten of Swords, someone is showing that they're out. And you're just like, oh, you're out? Fine, you're out. And they're like, but wait, I'm not really out. I mean, I just need more time. Bullshit, you need more time. I gave you enough time. We are done. Girl, guy, whoever's watching this, I feel you. I feel you. I get it. I get it. Okay? I get it. So to hell with it is your perspective right now, Leo. To hell with it. You know? I've had enough to last me a lifetime of dealing with this. Enough of it. Enough of it. I'm done with that. Done. Done. Okay? Oh, Lord. I'm trying to find like a silver lining here because I know, Leo, you mean that now. When you watch this for the next couple of days, maybe even for the next week or two, maybe in a few months, I feel this pulling of the plug, this cutting of people, it's to show, it's, no, okay, how am I feeling this? Let's clear that up. It's not a bluff. I'm gonna tell you that. You already know it. I don't need to tell you that. If there's a cross watcher watching for Leo, it's not a bluff. Leo means this. If you don't get your shit together, we're done. If you don't get your shit together, I'm gonna move on and take my business elsewhere. I'll take myself where I'm valued, where I am appreciated. I will do it. So it's not a bluff. That's it. Thank you. Because I'm like, there is still a willingness to deal with this person, whoever the hell this is, whoever these people are. There's still a willingness to it, but the conditions will change. The conditions will change. The terms of the agreement, the terms of the contract, the terms and the stipulations and the limitations of how you interact in the relationship, business, family, love, I don't care. It will change. This is your last, you know, it's like it's like a negotiation or contract deadline. You got until midnight tonight to sign on the dotted line here. If you do not, the terms will change. So that's what I'm feeling. So Leo, stick to your guns. I don't have to tell you, I know you're going to. Cross-watcher, and I normally don't address cross-watchers because, number one, you don't really show up in my comments, and I have no way of knowing, unless you announce yourself, I have no way of knowing. But for any potential cross-watchers, if you don't want Leo to put the boot in, if you don't want Leo to basically, it's not that you should do anything with Leo to change their mind, just so you can perpetuate this. If this is you, cross-watcher, don't call Leo back to you, to the situation, to the table to negotiate, if you're not really prepared to sign on the dotted line, if you're not really prepared to open up and compromise, if you're not willing to meet them halfway for realsies, do not call them back. But if you think you're ready, if you've analyzed enough, if you put the petty bull down, okay, and you're ready to step up for realsies, you should do it. If you are not ready, and you know Leo has to do all this that we talked about earlier, be prepared that if you do eventually come back around to Leo, the stakes will be that much higher. They just will be. Because Leo, I'm going to address you now, Leo. I can tell you've been burned so many times that this is the last time. I will not be burned like this again. You have reached, there's a limit, there's a threshold, there is a level in the stratosphere that you have surpassed. And you're like, oh, never again in my damn life is this going to happen to me. Never again. I like it. Shows progress. I like that. But for the cross-watcher or anybody else who just has some type of dealings with a Leo, listen, they're about to do some shit. And that's going to be it. Final. You can come back, but guess what? It's not going to be the same Leo. I'm a new version of me. I'm 2.0. You understand? That's what's going to happen. If you have already been timidly dealing with Leo, or you've been like, oh, Leo, I can just do whatever with Leo. Think again. Think again. Outcome for mid-April. The fabulous Three of Swords. Sarcasm. Listen, I don't say it, but I'm not saying it now. But for those who want to hear it, third-party situation. Okay, fine. If you know you're in a third-party situation, romantically or otherwise, fine. That's you. This is more speaking to, I think, you taking that third sword and doing something with it. Yeah? There's already been damage done between what you've said or done and what the other parties have said or done. Those are the two swords that are already in there. Like, I feel, to totally intend the pun, Leo, you're about to put the icing on the cake, but not in a good way. You know what I mean? Or not in a way that, is usually so pleasantly enjoyed. I think because you've been down this road before, and you cannot stand to be the receiver of this anymore, or the Ten of Swords. You do not want to receive this again. So instead of allowing someone else to put that third sword in your heart, or put the final sword into the situation to interject a third-party situation, you step off. In a dating situation, let's just address that for those who know this is a third-party situation. You're dating somebody, or you're getting to know somebody, and then they kind of, they're a little distant, they're a little chilly with you, a little removed from you, and they don't tell you, but you just get it. You're like, this mother got somebody else. And you might ask, listen, I know we're not exclusive, but just tell me straight up, is there somebody else? No, I don't know what you're talking about. You're a liar. And you now take the third sword and plunge it into your own heart. And I hate to be so dramatic, and I hate to make it seem like you're some big hero or heroine or something like that. It's not really that. It's more of a, I'm going to beat you to the punch, is how this is. I'm going to beat you to the punch. You are not going to string me along. You're not going to keep giving me false hope, false promises. I am about to deuce on this whole thing. And Leo doesn't like that. For back to the cross watcher, I'm gonna let you know, Leo will do it. Leo doesn't want to do it. Leo doesn't want to do this tower moment, number one, and Leo doesn't want to do this either. But Leo doesn't want to be hurt anymore, and it's better to hurt. What Leo, I feel, is learning, or has come to accept, or is willing to kind of partner with, or take into themselves as a new way of being. It's better that I hurt myself than I let other people hurt me. It's better that I let myself down than I let other people let me down. And I'm going to tell you again, this is a walk away, or a removal of something, or a change of circumstances. Leo is loyal. Leo loves and honors loyalty. They love love. They are very communal. They are very copacetic. Leo would rather get along than not get along. To not get along with someone that they care about really rips Leo to shreds on the inside. You may not know, it might not show, but it really rips them to shreds. And so it hurts them even more when they can't make it work. After whatever period of time this situation has existed and been allowed to persist, that has hurt Leo so much that it hasn't worked out. It's going to hurt them even more to walk away. Now again, cross-watcher, if you don't want to hurt Leo, and that shouldn't be your motivation, I should say that that should not be your motivation alone, I should say. It would be part of your motivation. But if you want to work things out with Leo, approach them, go to them and talk to them. That's all you got to do. Okay? But if you don't, be prepared that they will walk away and they're going to mean that shit. And if you want to get back in with them at a later time period down the line, it's going to cost. It's going to cost something different. Right now, the cost of doing business with Leo is practically free because they're willing. Because they're willing. Once Leo is no longer willing, it's going to be a job and a half to get back into their good graces. Okay? Overall, for this more swords, boy, a lot of air sign energy here, a lot of air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, so you might be dealing with one of them, but it does not have to be. 8 of Swords is the overall, so as I was saying, especially when we're dealing with Knight of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands bullshit, feeling tied and tethered and stuck to a situation that is unsatisfactory. I don't like this. This is not benefiting me. This is causing me discomfort. This is causing me pain. This is upsetting me. All the things that I don't want it to be, it is being. And I want out of this. And Leo, for a long time, has put up with being held not against their will. I don't want to make it like some Stockholm syndrome. Somebody has locked Leo in a closet. It's not some Harry Potter under the stairs type of situation. It's not that. Leo has had and lives very independently. Whoever is resonating with this, Leo has been very independent, going about doing their own thing. But something between Leo and another person, or Leo and other people, or Leo's in a certain situation has made them feel, I have no options, I have nowhere to go, I'm stuck here, I want things to progress, or I want to be more free, more easily able to express myself, and all these things, but I can't. My hands are tied, my arms are tied, my feet are tied, my mouth is, well, in this card, the mouth and the eyes are open. So in some place or at some time with certain people, Leo has expressed themselves, but to a certain extent, Leo has been withheld. Leo has been restricted, and Leo says, fuck all that, I'm done. Or this is what Leo is rebelling against. Because unlike the other depictions of the 8 of Swords, in this one, this woman is pretty much for sure stuck. You know, in the traditional tarot, you see a woman bound very loosely with ribbon or sashes or whatever, blindfolded, and the swords surround her. This woman is literally tied with twine, very tightly, tied to one of the swords. So one of the swords is at her back, very close to her. She can't escape the influence of the swords. And the sword is staked into that damn olive covered in bacon. This isn't some, I could just shimmy out of this loose ass ribbon and then walk away. No. Now, the caveat here is the swords, mental energy. So that's Leo's perception. That's Leo's subjective perception for all its faults. Okay? There's a little asterisk here. Ding! This is in Leo's mind. This is how Leo thinks about the situation. It might not be true. You know? From an objective or outside perspective, it might not be true. But as far as Leo is concerned, I've been here way too long. I've been stuck too long. I've not been able to be who I want to be, or say or do what I want to say, or have what I want to have, etc., 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 and I'm out. Leo, that has been the mid-April reading. Holy hell. This has been the first, like, really rough one. You're the fifth sign that I'm doing since I picked the order randomly. And, man, what a doozy, huh? Well, Leo, if you liked it as much as you can like it, please hit the like button down below. If you want to tell me how this resonated with you, please leave that down in the comments. I would love to read about it. You can also share this video across your social media platforms. Let other people know that you're watching this really cool YouTube reader. And of course, you can also subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and be sure to hit the notification bell, because that will let you know when I upload more videos, and of course when I interact with the channel through the community page, which I hope to start doing very soon. I just have to have something to communicate with you guys. Oh boy, wow, Leo, this was a thing. This was a thing, huh? All right, guys, I'm going to be back in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and I'm going to bring in the May readings. I'm also probably going to do a random reading before then. So again, if you want to be on top of all of that stuff, make sure you're subscribed. And of course, interacting with the channel helps it grow. It lets me know that you like what I'm doing here, and it lets YouTube know, hey, we should suggest these videos in this channel to other viewers and all that good stuff. So if you want to support me, great. Please interact as much as possible, okay? All right, Leo, I'll be back soon with your May readings. I thank you so much for watching up until this point. Take care. Bye.